I mean, I just seen Henry Cejudo's non-retirement video, and I gotta say, great move. If the man went out there and had that good of a performance against Marab, he can afford now retiring. He's like 37, but he's still pretty darn good. I mean, he's going against the very best fighters in the world. Of course, it was going to lose to the champion who was actually active at that time. And then he fought the bantamweight GOAT. You guys should go watch the video where I literally break down why Marab Dvalishvili, the machine, is already the bantamweight GOAT. Like, this man fought Marab. Marab was on a 9-fight winning streak. Marab hadn't lost 9 rounds in a row. And y'all expected him to win. That's crazy. The fact that people thought that this was going to be a competitive fight is crazy. The fact that Cejudo won the first, even though he really did not, but we gave him the first, no doubt. But in reality, that first was close, all right? It was close. But that was the first round Marab had lost in 10 rounds. So there you go. He rocked Marab, but that happens. A lot of people see that and they're like, oh, this means that Sean O'Malley is going to be able to knock out Marab. That is the dumbest thinking process I've ever seen. Like, how the fuck does little old Cejudo, 3'10" Cejudo, landing an in-close hook on Marab's face mean that lanky man Sean O'Malley is gonna be able to land the same shit and knock out Marab allegedly? Like, first off, I think Cejudo can generate more power from that position. Cejudo, Marias, them people, like shorter guys that are like compact, muscular dudes, just landing a lead hook in tight with Marab, that's where he gets rocked. Sean O'Malley could sleep Marab, he could chin him, but for y'all to use that, like Cejudo catching him in that specific instance as proof that Sean O'Malley is gonna knock him out, is about the stupidest, most MMA fan logic ever. Because you know, MMA fans, their logic is like just point out a moment where something went bad for a fighter one time and then use that as reasoning for why they're going to lose such and such match. Absolute retardery. I mean, MMA community is kind of filled with retards. So I've been out here trying to like reprogram the minds of MMA fans. So that's why you motherfuckers should go watch the last video that I just dropped. The machine, Marab White, is already the bantamweight GOAT. He doesn't need a belt. He's the bantamweight GOAT without a doubt. But again, Cejudo losing to him is not a problem. And I saw a lot of people talking about, oh, Cejudo made a huge mistake for coming back. Man, if the guy wanted to come back, it is what it is. I mean, retiring in the first place was not the greatest idea, but he wanted to leverage himself into getting more money. And you would think having 2 belts kind of warrants you leveraging yourself into getting more money. But, hey, it's the UFC. This niggas is the most stingy motherfuckers of all time. So they were like, oh, if you're going to retire with the belts, go ahead. Like, that's crazy. But coming back and fighting the 2 best guys in the world, like the best guy in the world and the literal greatest fighter in that division, that's no shame. If he can stick around and fight the loser of Petr Yan versus Song Yadong, I think that would be great. That's good. I mean, people were like feeling sorry for him about not getting a mic and talking about retirement and shit. Not gonna lie, he didn't even know he wanted to retire. So that's some bullshit ass shit. I saw Ariel Helwani, little snaky ass, again, steady complaining about Dana White. Oh, Dana, such a meanie pants. It didn't give Cejudo mic time to talk about retiring. Cejudo doesn't even know if he wants to retire or not. And you want Dana to waste everybody's time by giving that guy a microphone? He's indecisive. He's an indecisive little Mexican dude. And look, I have not made the predictions for UFC Noche 2.0 in Mexico because I don't give a rat's ass, all right? I just have to get that out, all right? I don't care about this upcoming fight night. Now, could it be good? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got a bunch of great little fighters. But I just can't find myself giving a fuck about these fights. Like, they need some real people on there. They got a whole bunch of little ass niggas on that shit, man. Oh, aren't you excited for Raul Rosas? Fuck off. Felipe Dos Santos now, that's my guy, all right? He put on one of my favorite fights of last year with Manel Cap. So I'm definitely going to be watching the fight night, but I just don't care enough to give a prediction. But nonetheless, Henry Cejudo did not deserve mic time because he's indecisive, all right? He's indecisive. Good on Dana White for not giving this guy mic time and letting Marab waffle and ramble on for like 30 minutes. I mean, that was the longest post-fight speech ever. This man had just went through 15 minutes, and he was like, I need 10 rounds. The man pretty much talked for 10 rounds. He was like doing a whole podcast out there on his post-fight speech. Nonetheless, Henry Cejudo, good for him for not retiring. He's going to stick around, make some more bags, make some more money. I saw that he made less money than Mackenzie Dern, and you guys got to understand, Mackenzie Dern, of course, is going to make more money than Cejudo. She is the striking wizard, all right? She's the absolute goat when it comes to striking. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, you got Izzy, you got Alex Volko, you got Ilya Topuria, but none of these guys can hold a candle to Mackenzie Dern. She has the crispiest striking of all time, so they got to pay her for that. Cejudo needs more money, so he's going to stick around, fight some more guys. Hopefully he gets a win, and then he's like, all right, now I retire. Retiring off a win is better than retiring off a loss. So I think that's why he's sticking around. First off, to get more money. Second off, to get a win so that he can retire off a win. And that is respectable. So yeah, shout out Henry Cejudo. It is what it is, man. Like and subscribe. I'm out.